This is what's going to happen for you while Saturn is in Aries based on your rising sign. If you don't know what your rising sign is, it's also called your ascendant sign, and I have a free birth chart calculator linked in my bio that will tell you. This is a very important transit because Saturn stays in the same sign for years at a time. If you have Saturn and Aries in your chart, it's going to be the start of your Saturn return. I do offer Saturn return readings. If you're interested, the link is in my bio. Aries rising. Well, Saturn is in Aries. You are getting real about who you are. You're being asked to step up and maybe take on a lot more responsibility in life. You might feel pressure to figure out how you want to present yourself to the world, what you want to be known for, what you want to do. But you're learning to trust yourself. You're going to take on more responsibility. You're going to step into a leadership role in some way in your life, maybe in your career, maybe in another part of your life, maybe in your family. And you're also being asked to take your health and wellness more seriously, take care of your body more seriously. So by the end of this transit, you're going to be seen in a way that's you're going to be seen as somebody who's very responsible, who's mature. You're going to feel more grounded in life and more clear about what you're accomplishing, what you're doing, and what you're offering to the world. So it's a really big time for you as an Aries rising. If you are a Taurus rising, the Saturn in Aries transit is asking you to actually slow down, spend more time alone, spend more time reflecting. It's kind of funny, my light for my phone just went off when I was talking about slowing down. So like taking a step out of the spotlight a bit, connecting to your spiritual side. Old fears, old habits that are kind of being held in your subconscious could come to the surface, and you are releasing them during the time that Saturn is in Aries. So it's a quieter one for you, but it's a really powerful one. At the end of this transit, you'll feel like very wise and that you know a lot more in terms of the bigger picture than you did when this transit started. Gemini rising. While Saturn is in Aries, you are being asked to take your long-term goals more seriously. You're also being asked to evaluate who you're surrounding yourself with. There could be some challenges with your friends or with the groups that you're part of, the communities that you're part of, and that's okay. Saturn is aligning you with the groups that you're supposed to be around, the people that are actually helping you build towards your future. You're also being asked to get more serious about what you want to accomplish. So by the end of this transit, you're going to feel more secure in what success means for you. You're going to feel more clear about what your long-term goals are, and you're going to know that the people that are around you are supportive and good for you. If you're a Cancer rising, well, Saturn is in Aries, you are really being asked to focus on your legacy, on what you're offering to the world. You're being asked to step up, to take your goals more seriously, to step into a leadership role. It can be a time where you really become like a boss in your career and in your life in general. There could be some extra responsibilities coming, some extra pressure when it comes to your career or how you're being seen in public during this time. But a lot of your focus and your effort is going into showing the world what you're about. So by the end of this transit, you're going to be seen as a leader. You're going to be feeling really secure about your long-term goals. You'll feel more respected in your field and whatever it is you're working on. You'll feel like more respected and well known. Leo rising. While Saturn is in Aries, you're being asked to get serious about what you believe in. Your beliefs will be questioned. And I'm coming out of this transit right now as a Cancer rising while you guys are coming into it. So this is very fresh for me. You are going to be asked to be secure in what you believe in. Pressures from maybe family, friends, outside forces might try to make you shift what you believe, but you're really coming back to your own truth. There could be some challenges, like you feel like you're questioning what your truth is, you're questioning your beliefs. There could also be challenges when it comes to traveling and like getting outside your environment. By the end of this transit, you're going to have a really clear sense of purpose. You are going to be secure in what you believe, even if it's different than what you were raised in, especially when it comes to like your spiritual beliefs, your beliefs on life, and your outlook on life. Your outlook on life could be questioned, but by the end of this transit, you'll feel a lot more optimistic and open-minded. Virgo rising. Well, Saturn is in Aries. Things are going to come to the surface that are usually hidden, and it's going to force you to address things that have to do with intimacy, power, control, even financial things related to finances, shared finances, debt, loan, real estate, things like that. but you're becoming a lot more independent. You're becoming a lot more comfortable addressing these topics, and you're really going through a transformation during the time Saturn is in Aries. You're going to learn how to set boundaries with people and how to not give away your energy to things that are not serving you. So by the end of this transit, you're going to be feeling a lot more powerful, a lot more in control of your life, a lot more comfortable being open and vulnerable with people as well. Libra rising, while Saturn is in Aries, you are being asked to get serious about your relationships. If you are in a partnership right now, in a relationship right now that's going well, you could take it to the next level, marriage, moving in together, having a child, like serious things can happen in that relationship. If you're dating people that aren't aligned with you and your long-term goals, they could fall out of your life. You could experience challenges in your relationships. But by the end of this transit, you're going to be around people that are mature, secure, and make you feel more stable. It will be a more aligned relationship and friendships and business partnerships. You'll feel like the energy that you're putting into relationships and partnerships, you're getting back. So that's the reward to this Saturn transit for you. Scorpio rising, while Saturn is in Aries, you're getting more serious about your daily routines and your health and your work. You might experience some roadblocks when it comes to your work. You might feel like you're overworking yourself. You might feel like your health is negatively affected, mental or physical, but you're learning to find more balance in your daily routines. You're learning to do things and prioritize yourself and your wellness in your daily routines. And by the end of this transit, you'll feel like the work that you're doing on a daily basis is more aligned with you. You'll feel healthier. It could be a time where you really get maybe in shape and really go on a wellness journey. Sagittarius rising, while Saturn is in Aries, you're being asked to get serious about your joy. So that means you're going to be asked to prioritize what makes you happy. You could actually face some roadblocks when it comes to connecting with your inner child at this time. You might feel like you're turning like a passion project into a career, which is a great thing to do at this time, but it can also feel like conflicting because when you're doing something for fun and you're turning into work, that can be a bit confusing. So you're really being asked to be more intentional about doing the things you love. By the end of this transit, you could feel like you've mastered something when it comes to your creativity, especially if you're like an artist, musician. You could feel like you've really leveled up in this part of your life. And you'll feel like when you're having fun, it has a purpose and a meaning behind it. Capricorn rising, while Saturn is in Aries, you're asked to get serious about your home, like your sense of security, your sense of emotional security. You might be called to release things from the past, from your childhood, that are holding you back, that are affecting you. These could come up. Tension with family members could come up. You might be asked to set boundaries with family members. By the end of this transit, you're going to feel a lot more secure in where you're living. You're going to feel like you have a sense of emotional security. You might have a more stable living space. You might move during this time, but any challenge you face during this process, it's going to help you create more emotional security and more like physical security as well. So that's the reward for the end of this transit. Aquarius rising, while Saturn is in Aries, you're being asked to get real about how you communicate and about your thoughts. You might have to you might be experiencing some thoughts that are negative or are holding you back, and so you're kind of rewiring your mindset. By the end of this transit, you're going to be a lot more confident in the way that you're communicating. The things that you're communicating are going to have meaning. It's a great time for you to develop your writing and your speaking. Even posting on social media, sharing your writing is something that could happen while Saturn is in Aries. Relationships with siblings or neighbors could also go through challenges, but at the end of this transit, they'll likely be stronger, or you'll have set boundaries with people that are negative influences. And you'll feel like your mind is more sharp and you're able to communicate more clearly. Pisces rising, while Saturn is in Aries, you are being asked to be more serious about not only your finances, but also your self-worth, how you view yourself, how you get compensated for what you put out in the world. So you could actually face challenges with money or challenges about how you feel about yourself, but facing these challenges will help you level up. And so by the end of this transit, you're going to probably be richer or have a more stable source of income coming in. You're also going to feel more secure with yourself. You're going to feel like you value yourself on a new level. And that's like the true prize of this Saturn transit for you.